Some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They don't be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now. For now, I'm loco. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud. I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, big up yourself, big up the whole Metric community. Smash the likes, my peoples. Let's get these likes going. You know I'll be rocking already. Come on, man, subscribe if you're new. You know we're always here for the Man United news, and there's Man United news. So we're going to get straight into it, and we're going to talk about it. So make sure you're smashing the likes. I'm going to share my screen with you lot in a second, and then we're going to dim down and speak about it. There's a few things that came out. What's this about? Look, oh, shit. So we got breaking news within 15 minutes ago. And it said, look at this. Let me share my screen now. Bam. Breaking news, guys. Bam. Joshua Zirkzee wants to stay at Manchester United. So there's talks every day coming out about Joshua Zirkzee. He's been coming out for the longest. Roma are interested in him. Roma have opened talks with Manchester United. Joshua Zirkzee saying, I want to stay. And remember, this is what started first. It was like this at first, last season. He was having a torrid time. It wasn't good for him. And then he could have went back to the Italian league and kept it safe last season. And he said, no, I'm going to stay. And then he ended up staying. Last season, he could have skipped out. Things weren't going well. He didn't get up to pace with the league. He got booed off against Newcastle at home and we was getting battered by them. It was curtains. But he said, no, I'm going to stay. And he's saying the same thing now. And that's Sky Cover, who is reliable. He works for Sky News. This is what he's screaming about it. So it's got to be some truth in it because he don't just talk for no reason. So Sky Cover is telling us, man, he's saying that Zirkzee wants to stay and hold his place. He's not on all of this. Do you understand? He's not on all this going. Remember, though, the thing with Zirkzee is that I think he knows that we don't really want him because Ruben don't play him, bro. He played 80 minutes in total with like every game we had for the first 13 games. And then obviously with Sesko getting injured, Cunha having that little blip in training, he got his chance to play a 1-2 games. But I think he knows overall, probably in the summer, he'll probably go. But I think he doesn't want to go to Roma. Roma haven't been a good team in a long time. But there's talks that they've opened talks with his camp and they're trying to get him on loan. But Laurie Whitwell and other journalists have come out and already said, listen, we're not going to let no one go until after AFCON. It's not going to make any sense. We've got Amad Diallo going AFCON, Mbumo going AFCON, Mazarawi, we're already light now. We're light right now, and we need a midfielder still. We need players. We need backup strikers, etc. We're light now. So imagine after AFCON. After AFCON, it's going to be even worse. Whilst AFCON's going, it'll be even worse. So I don't think he was going to go anywhere anyway. But he wants to fight for his place. He doesn't want to go, as you can see. He wants to stay at Manchester United and fight for his place. And that's the same thing he done when we had Rasmus Højlund up front last season. And he's doing it now. He's not giving up. He's saying, yeah, I love United. I want to be here. I want to stay. Obviously, things might change by the time it gets to the summertime. But, boy, for now, this is what he's screaming. And this is the situation that we're at. So Zirkzee wants to stay. That's just some breaking news. I didn't even put that in the title. I didn't even think this would be anything to do with it. This is literally just came out 20 minutes ago. Not even that. So that's Joshua Zirkzee saying what he's saying. What's this about? Crystal Palace are keen for an attacker. Okay, cool. So let me get into our news anyway. Like I said, we're always here. So this is the new youth, man. This is the youth everyone's talking about. His name is Del. You know, these Brazilians, they've always cut their name into like one word. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is Del. And he's meant to be a wonder kid. They call him the Haaland of Sirkzee. Obviously, that's probably the city that they're in, etc. And Man United are among clubs. Us and Man City seem like we're the main two clubs that are looking at this geezer. And you can see what Ineos and Vivel and all of that, what they're on. They like these little young gems. So it wouldn't be surprising to me if we went out there and got him. Because the way our new little system is, how we get these little young gems and we bring them through. If this was the old system, I wouldn't even be thinking about it in that sense. I would say, nope, there's no way this is happening. But with Vivel and with Ineos, and you see the way they scout and all of that, there might be something in there. But Man City's in there as well. Man City's meant to be preeing him. Remember, Man City right now, and with their title race, everyone keeps saying it's Haaland or bust. I know Phil Foden's picked it up. Turkey's got assist. As much assist as Bruno. I know Bruno's got one more now, but they're picking it up with other players. But mostly it's Haaland or bust. Everyone knows that. So they need another striker. They need another striker at Man City. Omar Mamouche isn't the out-and-out number 9 that they want, so they need someone else. But this geezer, I don't even know what team he plays for, but he's meant to be a good player, or he's meant to be a good wonder kid, but they're calling him the new Haaland. And like I said, I'm going to show you some stuff about... there's an article. Remember, I went to the actual articles to see what they're saying about him, etc., so I can find out a bit more. So I'm going to show you all of that in a sec. Let me just try and find him so we can see what he's really been getting up to. But this is what I'm saying. When it comes to these Brazilian guys, bruv, they've always got one name. So it's so hard to find them because they've got one name. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, what team does he even play for? Del footballer Santos. I think he plays for Santos. Okay, cool. Because this is what I'm saying. It's hard to find these little gems, you know. They're all over the place. Better known as Del. He plays for Brazilian footballer. All right, cool. So Santos de Melo. He's got some long name. His name ain't even Del. That's just what they call him. You know, these Brazilians are just different, bruv. Different. So let's see if we can find him now, and then we can see what he's been getting up to. But this geezer's meant to be the next guy, man. He's meant to be the next little gem. I see Aston Villa's trying to get another gem. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what it is now. It's go to that little South American market, tap in, get them, and bring them through. You see Chelsea's doing it. Chelsea signed a player today with Fabrizio, and Aston Villa's trying to do the same thing. So this is what's going on now. Everyone's just tapping up these young boys now. Do you understand? They're clocking them from early, bringing them through, bring them to the academy, make them play. If it doesn't work out in the academy or they're not good enough, send them out on loan. If it still doesn't work out, you can still get double, triple your money. If you get in for about 4 million or 5 million, 10 million, you can still get 20 million for him. You can't really go wrong. So I understand what people are saying. Let me show you some of the articles that's come out about this Del geezer so we can get a bit more of an understanding on him. Bro, that's tiny, ain't it? Look at that now. Let me see if I can get a bit bigger. Del has been nicknamed the Erling Haaland of Sirkzee, which is Portuguese for, what's that? Hinterland or something like Hinterland, but they aren't alike. Statistically, he's 5'9". The Brazilian starlet is the diminutive striker and has more resemblance to the follows South American Sergio Aguero or Julian Alvarez. Remember, look at the two players they're comparing him with. Where did they go? Where did them two players that they're comparing him with go? Manchester City. Sergio Aguero, Julian Alvarez. That's who they're comparing him to. Look at that. And that's who Man City went and copped. So Man City know what they're doing. And it says Del was a player to pay attention to carefully. They're calling him the Haaland of Sirkzee. So they're rating him. He's banging in goals over there where they're calling him the Haaland of Sirkzee. His best qualities are scoring goals, an attribute that every club wants, called the Haaland of Sirkzee. Del was very efficient in front of goal. But at Bahia, Del isn't Ruan Pablo, a strong, speedy player who has already debuted for the first time. Since Bahia purchased by the City Group. Oh my God, this is a Man City signing. The City Group is Man City's whole little setup. You know how you got Chelsea and Strasbourg? That's the City Group. City Group's got, what's that team in Spain? Girona. And they've got other teams all over the place. So Bahia is another team that they got. And if you're saying he's at Bahia, you might as well just myth it now. There's no way we're going to get this geezer then. Because if he's at Bahia, there's a myth. And that's the City Group. Bahia were purchased by the City Group. Their youth team has received strong investment and that will soon begin to bear fruit with Del. Ruan Pablo. We're finished. That's a Man City signing. And if you look at the bottom of this, look at the bottom. It says, meanwhile, Del has no issue with the comparisons to Haaland as he idolized the Manchester City star. I'm very happy to receive his nickname, he told ESPN in a recent interview. Haaland is an inspiration to many. He's a guy whose videos I enjoy watching, both outside and inside the box. I think my movements are similar to his. This guy's part of the City Group. We're not getting him, bro. Forget about it. Let me see the other article. This is the other article now. Let me move myself off the screen so we can see it a bit more. And it says, look, Manchester City hold key advantage over Manchester United in the race to sign striker dubbed Haaland 2.0 4 hours ago by Graham Bailey. See? So even they're saying it. They hold a key to sign him. And it says Manchester City are favourites ahead of Manchester United to sign Brazilian striker sensation Dell as the youngster stand-up form and sky-high potential spark comparisons to Erling Haaland. The talented forward has emerged as one of the stories of the Under-17 World Cup, where he finished as the third top scorer in Qatar, clinching the bronze boot. So this geezer is part of the City group. Of course, they hold the key. Forget about it. We ain't got a chance. City ain't going to sell no one to us, especially if they're part of the City group and he's meant to be the next Haaland. He's meant to be the next best thing. We might as well forget about it. I'll be real. So this is what's going on. This is what they're saying. Manchester City hold the key. So, boy, it's a myth, man. It was nice. It was nice thinking that we can get another gem for about 15 minutes. But it doesn't seem reliable. I'll be real with you, lot. I don't think we'll end up getting him. If they've got that advantage over us, it's a myth because there's no way they're going to sell their best. And they've gone for Alvarez already and bought him. They got Alvarez for 13, 14 million and then they sold him for 70, 80 million. Sergio Aguero, same thing. They got him for cheap. I think they got him from Madrid or something, whatever. And he's similar to them. They're not going to let him go. They're going to be able to see a gem before we see a gem if he's in their academy, in the City group in Bari or wherever it is. So I don't think there's any truth to that. But it is what it is. We'll see what I'll go on anyway. But cool. I'll get into the rest of the news. I'll leave that one alone for now, unless something else emerges, because I don't think we got any chance in that one day. I'll be real with you lot still. So cool. Let me show you lot some more news now. So we got that. Obviously, let me share my screen. Remove this off the screen. Bam. Look at this. So we've got this. Obviously, this is the Dell stuff. I'm going to move from there. And then we've got this talks now about Semenyo. So there's still Semenyo talk. No one has actually fully shut down the Semenyo talk with Man United. No one has come and said, no, Man United ain't going for him. But it's just like, come on, man. All the talk that's been coming out has been Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. And now Mo Salah's exiled as well, which just gives a better reason. Because remember, Semenyo, obviously he can play on both sides anyway. But he mostly plays on the left. Salah's a right winger anyway. But Fabrizio Romano, Ornstein, Ben Jacobs, all the reliable sources have all came out and said Liverpool. I'll be real. Every single one of them has said Liverpool. I ain't seen any of them come out and say anything about Man United recently. We had things like, yeah, Man United are looking at him, etc. But recently, I haven't heard anything about Semenyo and Man United. But this is obviously TalkSport, what's it called? Team Talk, sorry. They're saying what they're saying, and they're saying that we're looking at someone. There was talks that we were looking at a 10/winger, but I don't know if that's a January thing. Do you understand? But it's saying that with Ahmad and Mbumo set to leave the club for AFCON, United are weighing up a move for Anton Semenyo. So it looks like we're still in the race. That's all it is. We've been in the race, but we're still in it apparently. I don't know, man. I don't know if this one's reliable. I don't think he comes to us, man. I just can't see it happening. Do you know what I'm saying? The only thing would make sense is if he said he's going to play left wing back. And one thing I've realized about players, they don't want to play out of position. Players don't want to play out position. Players don't want to play right wing back when they're a right winger. It's more work for them. If I'm a right winger and all I do is get the ball in the halfway line, take on a few players or try and assist or whatever, that's calm. But imagine being a right wing back where you've got to do all of that, take on players, and you've got to defend now. You've got all that burden on you. It's too much running up and down. It's a bit crazy. So a lot of players are not on it. When you look at Quenda used to play for Amrin. He said no, he wants to go to Chelsea because they're looking at it and saying, yo, same thing with Garnacho. Garnacho is playing in the 10. He's not comfortable there. I'm a winger. We can't play Garnacho as a wing back because Garnacho is a winger and he can't defend. So he's looking at it like, now I can go to Chelsea, play as a winger, just do my thing, get the ball in the halfway line, take on a player or 1-2 and then cross it in easy. But all this running back, having to be good defensively and good going forward is crazy. That's a special player. That's why they say wing backs are special. Like you really got to go and get a proper wing back, like Frimpong or something. And Frimpong can't even defend that good. So it's crazy, man. It's madness. But United have the financial capabilities to match Semenyo's release clause in January? Obviously, we could. We got the Garnacho money. Remember, Garnacho's from our academy. We can spend 3 times that money. We haven't touched it yet. So we could spend up to 120 million if we wanted to. And then we've still got others. Anthony went. A lot of people went and we ain't even done nothing. Sancho, we're not even paying his wages. So all that money is being saved up. There's money. There's money. And there was talks that we could have bought Belieber last season. We just didn't get a price from Brighton. So who knows what's going to happen, man. But Semenyo, me personally, I don't think we go for him. I think he goes to Liverpool or Man City or one of them and helps them. Maybe he pushes City to the league. I reckon City probably get him. He pushes them to win the league because they need more. They got Foden scoring goals now and Haaland. But who else? Do you know what I'm saying? Reinders will pick out a goal there and there. Doku, he had that one mad game against Liverpool, but is he really... I ain't seen him score as much since then. I think he scored like only 1 against Fulham. But that was it. So they need a bit more. Sevilla's and that, they're not really cutting it. So I think City go and get him and they go for the league, especially them being 2 points away. I think Liverpool might try. It seems that Liverpool are in a good position. And you've got to remember as well, Bournemouth, their old sporting director is Richard Hughes. He's at Liverpool. So when they wanted to get Kirkes done, click of a finger. See us, if we wanted to shout Bournemouth right now, we might have to do it professionally. Email them, or there's a special phone. You got to call that phone at a certain time, 9 to 5 or something like that. Richard Hughes used to work there at Bournemouth. He could just phone the guy that's there on his normal phone at 10 o'clock at night and say, yo, brother, we want Semenyo. What are you saying? Yeah, no problem. Tell Semenyo tomorrow, does he want to come here or not? That's it. It's so simple. But for us, it might have to be formal. Obviously, it's a release clause, so it's a bit more easier. But I just can't see us doing it, I'll be real. I don't think he comes to play left wing back. And yeah, I just can't see him coming to play 10 at this moment. So we'll see what happens with Semenyo, man. Obviously, there's talks about Semenyo leaving. He's gonna leave anyway. I think that Ghana, the Ghanaian manager came out and said, no disrespect to Bournemouth, but Semenyo is looking to take the bigger step in January. So Semenyo saying he's going to leave by his manager in Ghana. The release clause is there. It's been leaked. He's going to go. But I reckon he goes to City. I don't think he goes to Liverpool. But like I said, Liverpool's got the best hand to just be able to just make it all done quick. But I reckon if he turns around, he might turn around and go, I can go out there, play for City, and win game, like, you know what I'm saying? But then again, you might look at it and say, if I go to City, I'm going to have too much competition where I might be on the bench. They might Jack Grealish me. I'm sitting on the bench. If he goes to Liverpool, he might start every game. They might have to push Gakpo to the right. And that's the thing about Liverpool's a bit weird as well, because Slot loves Gakpo on the left and he loves cutting in. So it's weird. It's weird. But we'll see what happens with that, man. We'll see what happens with Semenyo. I don't think there's anything in there, but we'll see. So we'll see what I want. So that's that. We've got this about Onana. Andre Onana has now been included in Cameroon AFCON squad. Remember, he's still a Man United player technically on loan. I don't even want to talk about him because I feel like he's gone. But yeah, he's included now. Apparently, they sacked their manager. The Cameroon manager's been sacked. Remember, he didn't get into World Cup. Mbumo, what's his name? Onana, Belieber, all of them. They never got into the World Cup. So I think they sacked him off that. They said, yo, you've gone mad. How are you such a rubbish group? You couldn't even get into the World Cup. So they sacked the manager, and then now they've brought him back. They said, yo, Onana, come true. Remember, he's got leadership in it. That's one thing about Onana. He's a strong character. As much as he might be pony, he might not be all that. But for them, he's their number one keeper, and he's got leadership. He doesn't seem like he starts a lot of problems. Do you know what I'm saying? He seems like he motivates. He just ain't got the abilities. Some people are just good for that. Their leadership. They're there. You want them in the dressing room because they motivate everyone. Onana seems like he's one of that guy. You see him, he runs from his goal line all the way to the halfway line when we got a free kick and that. Whispers in people's ear. He thinks he's the guy. He's a madman. But yeah, he's been included into the AFCON squad. Obviously, Fabrizio said when he comes back, he thinks that it's over with Man United. So he's going to come back and look for somewhere else to go. We took a hit with that one. That was a 45 million, I think we cost Eric Ten Hag. And we're probably going to sell him for, what, 25 million or something. Max. Even that is being nice, 25. I can't see anyone paying that. Probably 20 million we'd probably sell him for just to get rid of him. 18 million, who knows? Or maybe another loan, but with an obligation or something. That's the only way I see us getting our money back. But I can't see him going for any more than 25 million max. I don't think he goes for any more than that. I'll be real. And we paid 45, so we got to take a hit. But then again, when you think about it, this is a lot of Eric Ten Hag, Glazer time signing. So it is what it is, man. We'll see. So that's Onana. We've got this. This is the stuff about where we're trying to get a little pre-season friendly against Wrexham. It's expected it will be in the Scandinavia. So Sweden and all of them sort of sides. So we'll see what happens with that, man. A little thing, a little friendly. It's just something that we just getting to know basically now. Everyone's gonna forget about, because who's gonna care about this now, bro? It's pre-season in about what, August or something. Who cares? Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's that. This is what I came on to talk about. This is why Zirkzee's he's even in the thumbnail. Obviously, with talks have come out since saying that Zirkzee does not want to leave. For those that's missed it, in the last half an hour, Sky Sports has come out and said Zirkzee does not want to leave. He wants to fight for his place. But Sky Sports Leo, he's come out and said Roma are interested in signing Zirkzee in January and would prefer to sign him initially on loan with a right to buy him if certain conditions are met. Man United are aware of the interest but are not thought to be actively looking to sell Zirkzee when the transfer window opens. Obviously, there's been talks about Zirkzee for this whole week or two. It's been going on. I'm here every day. And it's always Zirkzee, Roma especially. So there's definitely something brewing. Apparently, they opened talks with him yesterday with his camp. So apparently, they asked Man United for a lot. I don't know. There's so much talks about Zirkzee and Roma. We don't know what's going on. But what I do know is I don't think we sell him or let him go until the guys at least come back from AFCON. Same with Mainu. And that's the same thing Laurie Whitwell said. Until the guys come back from AFCON, no one goes. Because we already feel light now. We already feel light. We're already saying we need midfielders and all of that. And look, Cunha went down the other day. We only had Zirkzee to play. We couldn't even take him off. He was playing 90 minutes. Against Everton and Crystal Palace, he played 90 minutes because there was no one to literally take his spot. We all know Chido Obi ain't ready. So why would you then say, you know what, mate, I'm going to go and just get rid of players unless you've got backups? And my thing is, I just can't see us signing someone that's on Zirkzee's level or better in January on a loan. So why let your player go? It wouldn't make no sense. It just gives you a headache you don't need. Now we've got to run around and try to find a player as good as Zirkzee because we've let him go to Roma. I don't think that happens. I don't think they're dumb like that. I think they're a bit more smart. They're a bit more structured, where it's like, you know what? No, we're not going to sit there and take it. Just, he wants to go, so what? And that's what Amrin's been saying. He's been saying, yeah, I know some players want to play. It's a World Cup year, but bro, like, you're going to play. Obviously, the Mainu treatment, I don't really rate. I think he has been a little bit harsh on Zirkzee as well, to be honest. But I don't think he goes, man. I think they're going to say, listen, you got Mbumo's going, so you're going to have more chances anyway. And you got to remember something. If you look at, like, certain of our games, yeah, especially when Cunha was injured, bro, we had no one on the bench. I remember at one stage, look, what game was it? Was it West Ham? And then, like, why didn't you put on Mainu? And he started laughing in the press conference. When you look at the bench, we've got no attacking players. You bring on Mason Mount, that's it. Kobe Mainu is meant to be a 6, 8, whatever you want to call it. He's more attacking than obviously what he was saying about Ugarte, 100%. But, bro, we've got no one else. We should have at least 2, 3 players there that can come on and change the game. Look at Man City, bruv. They'll be playing Doku. They can bring on Oscar Bob, Savino, Cherki, Mamouche, options galore. And that's how we need to be. We need to be racked up. Same thing with Chelsea. Chelsea yesterday are 1-1 down. Sorry, a 2-1 down. And Maresca's making subs. He didn't bring on Estavio. They're going crazy. They got Estavio on the bench. They got Santos. What's going on? You're bringing on defenders. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Man are stacked for options. Even though they got injuries, the lap and all these guys, like, they still got options. That's how we need to be. So I don't think Zirkzee goes. So we'll see. But like I said, this is what came out 4 hours ago from Rob Dorset, and literally 20 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago now. That's how long I've been chatting for, 20 minutes. Joshua Zirkzee wants to stay at Manchester United and fight for his place. So he doesn't want to skip. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He wants to be here. And this is the same thing that happened last season. Remember, last season he came, they were calling him clunky. They said he's rubbish. He wasn't playing that. He didn't get up to speed for he didn't get up to speed. He scored in the first game of the season against Fulham, and then they just went left from there. And then they got to about January, and everyone's like, he's going to leave, he's going to leave, he's going to leave. He said, no, I'm going to fight for my place. He stayed, and then he was playing so good. And then we went to Newcastle away, and then he got injured. And then everyone was upset he's going to miss the final. Do you remember? So this is how he changed the season over. So I like Zirkzee. I don't think he's been given a lot of opportunities. But then again, I understand Amrin probably wants a proper number 9 that's going to be in the box. Because when we put in a lot of them crosses and all of that, Zirkzee is not getting his foot on it. He's not that type of striker. He wants the ball to feet. So it's a mad one. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Let me get a few of these comments, and then we'll get into the rest of the news. Of course, there's more to talk about. AP, big up yourself, bro. I hope you're good. Hope you're straight, my brother. Yes, Mitch, we need Belieber ASAP. Belieber, I don't mind Belieber. I've been telling you, though, I'm cool with us getting Belieber, but I'm just not on this 70 million thing. 70 million is crazy. Anything over 70 million is mad for Belieber. With the way he's been playing is mad. And my thing is, because it's Brighton, everyone's going to be like, yeah, we should still pay it. No. Why? We can't sell a player for 70 million if they've been rubbish. We can't do that. We've had all these players. Rashford had a mad season. We're trying to sell him for 25 million. Anthony's and that. Yeah, I know they've come in. They ain't really hit the standard. But, bro, if we had a player that had a good season one year and then the next season was dire, we wouldn't be able to sell that player for 70 million. So why can Brighton do that? How can they say, yeah, you know what, we'll sell him for 70 million, but he's been rubbish? That doesn't make no sense. So I'm with you with the Belieber hype, but I'm not on the 70 million stuff. Semenyo has got 80% going to Liverpool to replace Salah. I don't know, man. It could be. It could be. It seems like it's the most likable, but I reckon he goes City. I came late. Can I ask you the Brazilian wonder kid is? I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to do a little summary before I finish in about 10 minutes. Don't worry. I got you, bro, Junior. As a wing back, I would personally sign Njai. Njai is a 10. He's not a wing back. Njai will play as a 10. He's not a wing back. He won't play as a wing back. Njai is much better than Semenyo at defensive work. I think if we sell 2 players, maybe we can sign 1 player. Yeah. No, but we're trying to get 2 players, especially in the midfield role, but I don't know about wings. I don't know about 10s and wings. What we're going to do there. That's a tricky one. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to get into the rest of the news. I'm going to skip back round in a minute anyway. Don't watch nothing. So if you've missed anything, don't worry. What's this? Aston Villa agreed deal to sign Alisson. This is meant to be a young gem as well. See, everyone's picking up the young gems, man. Everyone's picking them up. Aston Villa got themselves. They love light-skinned people, innit? All their teams light-skinned, blood. Even when they got Rashford over there, Sancho, Morgan, was it Rodgers? It's crazy. It's crazy. Sorry, Jacob Ramsey, sorry. It's mad. Tielemans, Kamara, light-skinned crew, bro. Watkins. Their team's different. But yeah, man, boy, I don't know this guy. I've never seen him play nothing, but from time they're getting him for that much. He's 19 years old, 10 million. He could be a baller. It could be a steal. That's one thing Aston Villa's been doing well, boy. Do you know what I'm saying? They get little gems for good prices. So yeah, cool. Let me get into the rest of the news and then I'll summarize. For anyone that's just come in, I'll do a little summary in the next 10 minutes and you'll see everything quickly. I'll just say it all quick. But yeah, boom. So this is Simon Stone. He works for the BBC. He comes out and says 1s and 2s. And he said, listen, Kobe Mainoo and Joshua Zirkzee are the most obvious players who will leave the club, either on loan or permanently. But before the deadline, if either did, the chances are replacements would be needed. So we will have to go and get players first and then they can leave. What is the point of letting them leave then? If we can't get any players, do you get it? So basically, they might not leave because we need to get players as good as them on the bench so that they can leave and go and play and then come back in January, on the summer. So it doesn't really make no sense. My thing is you either just play them or you have to obviously get the players in, but I just can't see any play. It seems like Man United is the only team that has players that are willing to go on loan that are like starters. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like we had like the whole bomb squad, Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho, Anthony. We have starters, players that can start on loan because we've always in some sort of drama or some sort of controversy. Obviously, Salah, that's like one of many now that's happened. Look, Salah situation, so he has to go. That kind of like Liverpool's going to have to kind of concede with their price, etc. But who did this really happen with? We don't really hear this with other teams. Like, they've conceded with the price and then, you get it? You just go out there and get a player on loan. Like, How are we going to know? It doesn't really happen. It's usually just us. We will put up all our players, yeah, they're for sale, let them all know, and then they'll end up going. It's crazy, man. It doesn't make no sense. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And obviously it says club sources are predicting a quiet window in January, which may be the case, but it will be shaped by what happens at AFCON. The last 2 weeks before the deadline shuts could turn out to be quite busy. I reckon one of them come back early still, and Boomer or Ahmad, they're in the same group. So I think one of them comes back early anyway. One of them might get kicked out group stage and come back early. That's what I reckon. But it is where it is anyway. And then we've got this about JJ Gabriel, the young boy. He's considered the best player in the country, born in 2010. That's how much they're rating him. They're saying he's the best player in the country, born in 2010, JJ Gabriel. And they're rating him. They're calling him Kid Messi. They're saying he's like Neymar. And there was talks about him leaving the club. And then we obviously kept him in the club because we had an emergency meeting. Madness. And that geezer scored yesterday for the under 18s. He's only 15 years old, which is mad. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Where is it now? This is Alfredo. He's talking about Napoli. Because remember, Napoli, there's talks about Napoli, this battle about Mainu. They're Bayern Munich talking about it. They want Mainu. Apparently, they've opened talks with his camp. Napoli, we've been hearing about that one every single day. Obviously, that's his preference. I think Laurie Whitwell or someone came out yesterday and said that Napoli is his preference if he does want to go somewhere, because he's got McTominay there and he's got Haaland there. He can go there and hit the ground running. He already knows them. He can talk to them, etc. But Napoli wants to strengthen the midfield. There will be some exits. Contacts continue with Man United for Mainu, who is increasingly on the outside of United. If there was a definitive opening, Napoli has already given the green light to the move. That's what I'm trying to show you, lot. Who do you know is like this, but another team that we know we could just go for, that is ready to go, that is a starter, but they're on the bench, and we know we can just go and get them now because they're frustrated on the bench? Who? We don't know no players that will come in and start for us. Gallagher ain't going to start for us. Do you know what I'm going to say? Like, that's the only player. Is Gallagher. Conor Gallagher is on the bench for Atletico Madrid. He's not happy. He wants to go somewhere to play. Gallagher will come to Man United and still be on the bench and come on the 60th, 70th minute when Casemiro burns out. So that's my point. Only Man United, we have these situations where we've got players that are not happy. It gets known worldwide, and then everyone comes and just pinches. Loan. Let me take him. Let me take Rashford off you lot. Oh, Garnacho. I know he's a up and coming, he's from the academy, but 40 million, hold that. Like, Anthony, I'll take him off you. Sancho, I'll take. Why? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, why are we in this position? No one else is in this position, just us. We can't go and get no one that starts. Nobody. No one. It's crazy. And we went, and I remember we made a mistake last time by going and taking Ugarte. Ugarte was on the bench for PSG, not playing. And we went and spent 50 million. And gave them the money. We didn't do a loan. We should have done a loan and said, come here for a year. Let's see what you really got going on. And then we'll see if we can buy him. We just went there and gave them the 50 million. This is what I'm saying. That's the only guy. Apart from that, who we got after that can possibly come and start. I don't think anyone can start. It's just bare players that need to come off the bench to help, like Gallagher, etc. So we'll see, man. Hopefully, we'll see. If there was a definite opening, Napoli has already given the green light to the move. So Napoli already won him. That's been said 100 times. Andre Onana has been sensationally named in the Cameroon's 28-man AFCON squad, despite the coach who called him up being sacked last week. Despite the dismissal, Bryce, who was the minister, never formally informed of him of his termination, insists he will continue his duties and named Onana in the squad. So this guy, blood, he's finally back in the squad. He caught life. Man got sacked. Crazy. You voted Man United's Bruno Fernandes your player of the week. So basically, Bruno Fernandes got player of the week for the Premier League. Obviously, he got 2 goals and an assist. That assist for Mason Mount was crazy. I don't want to play it and get copyrighted, but that one there, mad. That finish was mad. Safe. Big up the boy Fernandes, man. This guy's got the most assists in the league, and he's doing it from a deeper position as well. Most assists. Roma's interest in Joshua Zirkzee for Man United in January, blah, blah, blah. So where's this thing in now? Yeah, this is the JJ Gabriel things I wanted to show you lot about. So this is the Kid Messi. This geezer was close to leaving. At the start of the summer, JJ Gabriel and his family informed Man United they were planning to move on and thanked people at the club for all that they had done. Neighbours City were among the teams seriously interested. Europe's top sides have been tracking him. We know about Barcelona, etc. But United organised an emergency meeting in June, the day after Gabriel returned from holiday, and were able to change his mind. Matt Hargreaves, United's director of negotiations, made an important intervention, and Jason Wilcox, the director of football, presented the pathway and aims of the club that renewed care and clearer plan swang matters. So now he's the face of the club. He's been training with the squad. He's been training with the first team. Like, they're really rating him, where he's going to get his debut very soon. He can't get his debut in the Premier League because he wasn't registered. He was still 14. So at August the 31st, he was still 14. Now he's 15, but August the 31st has gone past, so he can play in the FA Cup, but would we give him that chance? We're playing Brighton. See what I'm saying? Everyone gets it easy. I'm saying easy, and we went and lost to Grimsby, but you know what I'm trying to say. Everyone gets someone a bottom tier, etc. We go and get Brighton. It's crazy. Though he had a slender physique, Gabriel is tough. In October 2024, he dislocated his shoulder in the 7th minute of a game against Blackburn Rovers in the flood-lit cup. But he popped it back in, stayed on for the whole game, and scored a hat-trick. Crazy. Man popped his shoulder back in. This kid's different. The injury required surgery, which kept him out for 5.5 months and probably delayed his debut for the under-18s. But yeah, man, Gabriel's different, man. That Carrot and JJ Gabriel is regarded as the best player in the country to be born in 2010 and has earned comparisons to Phil Foden of Man City and England with the way he takes the ball on the turn. Gabriel himself grew up with the fondness for Neymar, and he certainly carries a particular grace on the pitch reminiscent of the Brazilian when he broke through. So they're rating him, man. They're calling him Kid Messi. They're calling him Kid Neymar. He's the guy, man. Like I said, he scored the winner yesterday for the under-18s. He's playing, bro, this guy's 15. He was 14, made his debut for the under-18s and got 2 goals and an assist. I think he got 2 goals in 4 minutes. Like, he's playing with people that are years above him, 4 or 5 years above him. It's crazy. And he's still doing his thing. Yesterday, he played with the under-18s and he scored the winning goal. Crazy. So they're really rating him and they think he's going to be that guy. This is a little comp of Edison. Remember, we're linked with Edison. We're linked with him. He's 26 million as well. He's someone that we might go out there and get. And he played against Chelsea yesterday, and apparently he had a good performance. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And it was a good performance against Caicedo, Enzo, and James, which are Premier League, meant to be the best. Chelsea fans will tell you that's the best midfield in the Prem. So if he's doing well against them, it goes without saying. So that's that. Let's see if there's anything else, and I'll show you. And for those that's just come in the chat, I'm gonna basically just summarize what's happened. So this is basically who we're linked with. Manchester United were among the clubs impressed by Brazil's striking sensation Del, who is known in homeland as Haaland of Sirkzee. That's the area, Sirkzee. That's where he's from. They're calling him the new Haaland, and we were interested in him. We're interested in him. Man City's interested in him. But let me show you something that kills this whole rumor. What's this? Basically, this is it this one that says it? Yeah, basically, if you look at the middle article and it tells you Del was a player to pay attention to, be carefully. His best qualities are scoring goals, an attribute that every club wants, called the Haaland of Sirkzee. Del was very efficient in front of goal, but at Bahia, Del isn't viewed as their biggest talent. All eyes at the club are focused on Ruan Pablo. So Ruan Pablo is the main guy over there. It's not even this geezer. A strong and speedy player and has already debuted for the first time. But watch this now. This is where it kills all hopes for this young gem. What's this? Since Bahia were purchased by the City Group, their youth team has received strong investment, and that will soon begin to bear fruits for Del, Ruan Pablo, and Perquim, a promising player born in 2009. City Group is Manchester City's thing. You see how we've got Ineos? Ineos has got Lucerne. That's a team in Switzerland. That's where they've sent 1-2 of our young gems, Biek. They've got Nice. That's in France, of course. That's where Sir Jim used to host before. And then they've got Man United. That's our little ring. We need to start doing things together. Chelsea have got Strasbourg, etc. And then they've got Chelsea, of course. Blue Coal. Manchester City, I've got the City group, which is Manchester City. Who else is in it? Girona, and then obviously they've got this Bahia club in there as well. So if Manchester City are in this race with us, and he's already in their group, and they're saying he's the next Haaland, there's no way we are even got a chance, mate. Think about it. There's no way we've got a chance. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me show you exactly who's in there. Look, what's this? Look. Where's there? Boy, look how much teams they've got in there. Yeah, look, it's done, man. It's done. Look at this. This is the City group. Manchester City, New York City FC, Melbourne City, Girona, Bahia. This is the team he plays for. Del. He plays for Bahia, which is crazy. Let me show you that right now. What's this? So this is it here. Manchester City, New York City, Bahia is the team he plays for, and that's part of the City group. So that just shows us he's going to be there, Gem. Let's be real now. And then you've got, obviously, Manchester City are the favourites, and they hold a key advantage over Man United in the race. The signed striker, Wonder Kid dubbed Haaland 2.0. So this is the Brazilian sensation. Haaland 2.0, Haaland of Zirkzee, Man City, I've got the boot. They're the favourites because obviously he's part of their City group. It just goes without saying. It's like having the next Neymar at Nice right now. Sir Jim is not going to let him go to no club in England apart from us. Simple. So that's what's going on. So I remember they need a striker as well. This geezer got the bronze boot at the Under-17 World Cup. Under-17s World Cup, he got the bronze boot. So he finished third with the top goal scorers. So he's good, man. He's doing what he needs to do. And then we've got some Zirkzee news in there as well. Look, Man United open direct talks over sell over 36.5 million star. That's obviously some talks about Zirkzee. It's crazy. It's crazy. Big up Metric community. Big up yourself, Prince. I hope you're good. We have plans for 2 midfielders in 2026. We can sign one of the top midfielders in January and sign the other one in the summer. Yeah, that's what I'm reckoning. That's why I'm saying go for Ederson. My thing is go for Ederson. He's £26 million. And he wants to go. He's already saying, his agent's coming out and saying what's going on. So he wants to leave. So get Ederson for now. And then in the summer, go and get your Anderson, your Belieber, whoever. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Go get whoever you need to get. We don't need to do this. So that's where it is, man. That's where it is. Look at this now as well. We got this. So yeah, this gem anyway. This young gem, this Dell guy, I think it's a myth. I'll be real. That's just my opinion. I think it's a myth. Man City hold the keys. He's part of the City group. I don't think it's going to happen, but he's dubbed the new Haaland. So he could be the new guy. And they need a striker as well. And you know what they do the best? They will bring him through, have him as the backup. Exactly what they done with Julian Alvarez. They had him as the number 2 to Haaland, and then they sold him for like 80 million. This is what big clubs do, and this is what they could do. So Dell, as you can see, Manchester City admire him as well. So I think it's dark. I think it's a myth. So we'll see what happens, my peoples, man. So we've got this news as well. Let me put the thing back. Statman Dave. He's got Manchester United have picked up more points against sides in the top half of the table than any other team in the Premier League so far this season. A mad record in big games. So basically, we're kind of good in big games or teams that are... That may be because we could just counter-attack. It seems like that. Do you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the bottom, teams that just sit down, it's kind of hard for us to break them down. You watch that and you think, what are we doing? So maybe that's where that's come from. Who knows? We'll see. But that's a good... Every stat is good, isn't it? When you look at it. Across Europe's top 5 leagues this season, the only player to have created more chances than Bruno Fernandes is Kylian Mbappe. And this geezer's doing all of this, not even in his position. The man is playing way back than he should be. So it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at Ederson's stats. I told you, 26 million, bro. Get the geezer. 100% dribbles completed, 100% aerial duels, 45 passes completed against Chelsea, you know. 6 ground duels won, 5 ball recoveries. Bro, go and get the geezer. 26 million. He starts. This is what I'm trying to say. Casemiro can bench. You can bench Casemiro and it's fine. He's got pace. He's aerial duels as well. He's not too bad. He scores goals. He's fast. What else do you need? He wins duels. You got what I'm trying to say to you? Ball recoveries. He dribbles sometimes. Bruv, come on, man. this is my number one target for January. Go and get Edison. He's only 25, 26 years old. He's 26 million pounds. Get him now. We've been wanting him as well. Fabrizio said that we wanted him for ages. So go and get Edison. And then once you've got Edison, we might be able to push for top 4. And then in the summer, you go and get the other guy. When Casemiro leaves, you go and get your Anderson or whatever. That's where I'm at with this, man. I don't know what we're doing, bro. It's crazy. So yeah, that's it, man. So that's that. Joshua Zirkzee's keen to stay. I've just showed you lot. What going with that? Sesko could return to Man United against Bournemouth. Obviously, he's just started individual training, etc. So he could be back, but I doubt he gets any proper minutes. It might be like a 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then he's definitely going to be ready for Aston Villa at Villa Park. So that's what's going on. This is the Delguis I just spoke about. Semenyo news. Ahmad and Mbumo set to leave the club for AFCON. United are weighing up a move for Anton Semenyo. Remember, we've been hearing this for weeks now. We don't know how true it is. Everything that Fabrizio, Ornstein and that have said, they've more or less said it's out of Man City, Tottenham and Liverpool. So that's who I've seen. I don't think we're in for him like that, but you just never know, innit? You just never know what can happen. We could be in for him. We might go for him. Fabrizio did say that we're in for a 10/winger hybrid. So we could go in for him. Who knows? But that's the talk about Semenyo. I think he goes to Man City, me personally. But we'll see. Joshua Zirkzee, Roma want an initial offer of 5 million loan and obligation to buy Zirkzee. So there's talks about Zirkzee every single day. Every time you come every day, there's always going to be something about Zirkzee. This is from Sport Witness. United apparently want a permanent sell. So we're saying we don't want to sell him. He's saying he don't want to go. I don't know if he goes, but he definitely has to go after AFCON if he is going to go. And that's after the 20th of December. That's what, no, 20th of January when AFCON finishes. So, yeah, AFCON finishes on the 20th of January. So it's either you leave after then and all the players are officially back, or the players come back early and then maybe you can leave earlier than that. We don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's just crazy. We'll never sign Mo Salah. It's never going to happen. JJ Gabriel's been compared to Foden. We just saw that, etc. Let me show you, where's the bookmark? No, let me show it there. Onana's back. Onana's back for the Cameroon. Remember, he's not really a Man United player anymore. So it is where it is. Bawardi and Edison. I don't think Bawardi goes. I think that's the one that they'll want to sell for a big price. I don't think they let him go for the cheap. I think Bawardi goes for numbers. He's going to be a big signing. So he's a summer one. I don't think he goes in the winter. But Edison has already came out. His agents come out and said, listen, 26 million is what my client's going to be. If you want him, come for him. So I don't know what's going on. We got this friendly with Wrexham in the summer, etc. Kobe Mainu, JJ Gabriel, best player. This is just me running through a few of them that I've just showed you lot in case we've missed anything, etc. Shea Lacey went on his Instagram and just basically put magician. He was on the bench as well. I think if we scored a few more goals, maybe he would have gave Shea Lacey his debut, etc. Lobby Whitwell come out and said he don't sense that United will do anything major in January. That's not their objective anyway, and it doesn't feel like they will, etc. But you never know, especially if Mainu or Zirkzee was to go. Of course, they'll try and replace them. And this is JJ Gabriel. This is what I'm talking about. He scored yesterday. He's full 15 playing in the under 18s and badding it up. Literally, this guy's, I think he's joint top scorer in their league. We had this talks about David Afen Grubber. He plays for Elche. I see a little comp of him. He's not the best player, but he's okay. You know what I'm saying? And you know Ineos already. And there was some talks about Sergio Ramos, which I will never believe because we're definitely not going to do that. I tell you like that for free. So yes, my peoples, man, this is the main news. It's Dell, the Haaland of strikers. I don't think we get him. He's under the City group. He plays for Bahia. Bahia is obviously, I think it's a Brazilian team owned by the City group, which is Manchester City. So I think it's going to be a myth. I don't think we get him at all. I think it's a myth. So we'll see what happens with this, man. Do we go for someone else? Zirkzee's come out and said that he wants to stay, but there's talks about Roma opening talks with us. So there's news all over the place. There's Semenyo talks. We're weighing up a move for Semenyo, but I reckon he goes to Man City. But Liverpool's meant to be the front runners. So who knows what's going to happen, man. I hope Rashford goes to PSG. We can use the cash. I don't think he goes to PSG. I think he stays in Barcelona, but they're trying to get him for the cheap. So Barca are trying to bump us. They're trying to say, yeah, we don't even want to pay 30, 25 million, whatever it is. We want to pay 20, 15 million because they're looking at it and saying, we might be able to get him on cheap because we'll get the 300k off the books. So Man United want to get 300k off the books. What do? Alex Crook has just came out. What's this? He's just saying that something that's clearly gone on behind the scenes, him and Angelina, because why is Kobe not playing? And will AFCON stop one away Kobe getting his move from Man United? Blah, blah, blah. So that's just something you can go and watch now if you want to. But that's it, my peoples, man. I'll be on later with my 10-minute update. Anything that's came out today from now till 9 o'clock will be in that 10-minute update. So look out for it. Smash the likes. Appreciate all of you lot. Love my peoples.
Got some celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm local. For now, preserve the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.